Are you wondering? Are you wondering who's driving?
Poor girl. Yeah, so no fun. In our last episode, we helped Victor get familiar with boat life and took him on his very first sail on Lake Superior. He convinced us pretty quickly that he had earned a place on the Cadence crew, and we were happy to have the sweet boy along for the ride. Now, if I didn't mention it before, we are weekend sailors on this lovely lake. Dave and I work full-time jobs Monday through Friday, which means our window of opportunity for sailing is kind of narrow. And Mother Nature, it seems, often enjoys taunting us with gorgeous weather during the week, and then on the weekend...
It is windy out. You got white caps even out in the channel. 45 degrees.
Even when the weather is miserable up here, we still love being at the boat. And our cockpit enclosure makes all the difference on these days. It gives us a nice dry place to hang our rain gear, helps keep the boat warmer, and lets us feel a little bit less closed up when we're down below. Of course, someone still needs exercise, so we improvise. My aim isn't always that great. Good thing Raven is patient. Well, sort of. Eventually, it becomes necessary to brave the elements and bring the doggies outside to do their business. They're pretty cooperative when it comes to this.
Oh, you got soaked, huh?
Come on, buddy. Come down here.
Sit.
Boy.
Good boy. My jacket is soaked, as are my jeans.
Poor girl.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Stop, Brady.
Of course. Of course. Alright, go lay on the couch now. The dogs. It doesn't always rain on the weekends here. Sometimes we have the opposite problem. Hot weather with no wind. Maybe not good sailing weather, but still a good opportunity to scoot around on the dinghy and give the dogs some practice riding safely and learning to climb in and out properly.
Not that I'll do this.
The open transom and sugar scoop on the back of our boat make getting the dogs in and out of the dinghy really easy. Although most of the time they are agile enough to step in on their own, we always have them wait until we're ready with a hand on their harness, just in case they take a slip.
This was another first for Mr. Victor, as we hadn't had a chance to have him ride in the dinghy yet. Critical practice for when we finally get out at anchor for a night and need to get to shore. The practice session also just gets us out on the water, and we're always up for that.
Ready for a nap, buddy.
Are you wondering? Are you wondering who's driving?
At the end of another long, hot, no-wind day, our friends Scott and Peachy invited us to come out for a sunset cruise on their powerboat, Castaway. Even though we weren't sailing this time around, this evening actually turned out to be one of the highlights of our summer. It's hard to beat a relaxing evening on calm, clear water, with light breeze cooling off the heat of the day, a cold cocktail in your hand, and your favorite companions by your side. This was just another example of what makes the boating life so great. You become part of a community of people who, whether by sail or motor, just share a love of being on the water. Our friends even took it a step further by extending the sunset cruise into an impromptu tour of the Duluth Harbor.
Waiting for the bridge to go up. Victor was waving at you. Raven. He's waving at us. Okay. Oh boy, what'd you think?
We got a close look at the former U.S. Coast Guard cutter Sundew, which was in service on the Great Lakes from 1944 to 2004 when she was decommissioned. She is now owned and maintained by a private party in the city of Duluth. Before we knew it, Mother Nature smiled on us once again, and we were back to our favorite form of transportation, letting the wind carry us along. And in that moment, all the frustrations are forgotten. Is it still worthwhile? Absolutely.